Yep.
Cool.
All right, here we are. It's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock Central Time, so it must be time for the comic wrap with your buddies, Shelby Comics, and
Gorilla Todd.
there you go.
I got to figure out which way to point.
It gets a little confusing, doesn't it?
It does.
Man, it's been a couple of weeks because you were out of town. You were visiting. You were from Vegas. All the way down to the
in 3 days, bro. What a couple of weeks in 3 days. I was in 3 different states.
I know that's what we're going to talk about, man.
San Diego
so yeah,
Sunday
we
for
just going to
Comic-Con.
kind of we're going to kind of make it a little bit of a Todd episode centric. So Todd end of last week or middle of last week was in Florida. He's in Vegas, of course. So you went all the way down to the southeast of the U.S. But let's start off with your big signing with Joni Brazos.
Yeah, man. How did
that go, man? You posted a couple pictures, but how'd it go?
It went really good, man. We had a fun time. We had a lot of people show up. A lot of people got signed books. I got you a little something.
All right.
A little something with a special inscription. First, I'll show you. She wrote it. That's on my handwriting, and it says, "To Shelby, I hear you're a master with blue tape. Wink, wink."
That's funny. Wink, wink. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much.
So,
and
if anybody else,
it's going to show. So really quick, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to show.
And if anybody else sees this and you want a signed copy,
so
you can't. So last get the special blue tape, but I have signed copies for people if they want.
Perfect.
A couple different.
So not last weekend. Weekend before, Joni Brazos was there. Of course, she is a cosplay.
She's a professional cosplayer.
Covers.
She does Star Trek. She was back in Vegas this past weekend for the Star Trek convention. She did an Orion Girl and I think she does a cosplay as Q.
Oh, I love me some Orion slave girls. Oh my god, I like the chunky ones though. I like the chunky ones. I like the ones with a little bit of meat on their hips.
Okay, everybody's entitled to their favorite flavor or opinion or taste, whatever, what have you. I get it, but I got that coming your way.
But good. So you had a big crowd. You sold a lot of books.
Yeah, we
sold a lot of books. Now you do have some signed books still available if people want them, right?
Absolutely, and there's a couple different covers. That's the Vengeance of Vampirella #1, and then I have the new one. I'll show you copies in a second. The new one, the new Vampirella book, and the new Red Sonja book that she was on.
Okay, and you got some signed copies of those you can sell?
Yeah, for sure. I got them. I mean, basically, I'll hook you guys up if anybody wants them. Just DM me, and we'll work it out. It all depends on shipping or if it's a local pickup or anything. But so you saw that this is the one that I got for you, but just with the signature, not the special blue tape inscription.
Next one's Red Sonja.
Love it.
And we got a nice Red Sonja.
And I had that in my collection for a long time. I think I ended up selling it to Tony and Y without knowing that was her. And that's nice.
And then that's the newest one with a gold signature.
Well, I will put a link in the description, and you just tell me how much they are, and I'll put a link in the description. People contact you if they want to pick those up. They see this on the Rewind.
Like $10 plus shipping. So for one,
sounds great. Perfect.
With shipping, it's probably like $20, but you have room to bundle other books in there if you want. So, you know what I mean? Shipping's getting expensive these days.
Shipping is a little bit expensive. I've just shipped out, just had a couple of big auctions on eBay. I'll be announcing a little bit more about that And yeah, I just shipped out like 28 packages over the past 2 days.
Nice.
I did okay. I did okay, man. I was able to bank a little bit of money to save up for the big collector summit that's coming up at the end of October. So I'm trying to get as much money stashed away for that. I'd like to have. I like to have a good bankroll to take
Yeah,
with me.
yeah, for
Let's just say
sure.
like.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. You're anticipating seeing some good books. Don't want to be undercapitalized.
Yeah, I know I'll see some good books. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And then Todd fulfilled the dream of
The
probably
dream,
every
man.
comic book collector. He got to go to San Diego Comic Con on Sunday, the last day.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us all about it, man. I want to hear about the atmosphere, the long lines, how miserable it was.
I'll tell you. You know, I got in a little early. You know, I managed to. The gorilla found a way in a little early.
Okay.
You know, and I got to like kind of survey the floor before. There was just vendors setting up, and it was pretty cool to just kind of walk around and see all the booths, because there's just the booths are on another level. I've seen big booths at shows, but like they're literally building like buildings on the convention floor with second floors, with observation decks and stuff. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it was awesome. I got to walk around a little. I got to talk to Art Adams. You know, I'm a big Art Adams fan. So just a chance to talk to him was really cool, to have a conversation with him. I didn't get anything signed from him. I wanted to get a sketchbook because I know he does these amazing sketchbooks.
Yep.
And he just didn't. He was just said he was like very busy this year and didn't get one done. He was selling an art book, but I already have the art book. I think I got it on a Kickstarter and it was already signed. So, and I have a lot of signed stuff from him, but always cool to meet him again and talk to him.
Yeah.
And I think, do I have it up here? It's somewhere. Huh. Where do I put that? I got the sketchbook from William Stout. It's got like Frankenstein and
Frankenstein's on it.
It's like American Gothic, but it's Frankenstein and the Bride. I don't know. I talked to William Stout for a while. He had a couple of different sketchbooks, and I picked one out. It had Frankenstein and the Bride in the American Gothic pose with the pitchfork.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I met another. I always like to go through the small press area, and I haven't even really unpacked these. This is from an outfit called Stranger Comics.
Yeah, actually, I have that same set.
I had been talking to the guy, Sebastian, I think is his name, for a while on Instagram, and I got to meet him. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great great story. This one, The Untamed. I've got, like you, I've got all the trade paperbacks. They're great stories. The Naomi and all that. They're really great stories.
So I'm looking forward to reading these. These I got pretty much. This is a new one. He said it's like a Viking story, a Rathun.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one.
And I don't know. This is, I think, another one. This is it ties into the Pathfinder role-playing game.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to reading those at some point. And I met some of our both of our friends. I met John, Comics with Kids, for the first time in person. That was fantastic. Okay. We kind of locked eyes, and kind of met each other. I saw Diesel Dan again. I've run into him a couple times. And then a buddy of mine, a local buddy of mine from Vegas, was there at the con, and we kind of hung out for a while, and it was cool. We went outside and we had lunch. We walked around, and there's just people in cosplay all over. So you
right.
saw tons of different characters: Pee Wee Herman, Catwoman. Trying to think, there was Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Oh,
I don't know. There's just all kinds of crazy stuff. One of the coolest things was there was a couple people. There was somebody they were like on a mobility scooter, and they had a like. I walked from behind, and they had a pool raft, like a single pool raft on the back, and when I looked on the front, it had the outline of Han and Carbonite, and I realized, oh, they're wearing a Mandalorian helmet, so they were like Boba Fett carrying the.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
And then when I was walking into the convention center, there was a family, and they were dressed in Star Wars, but they had a kid in a stroller, and they had cardboard and made it into Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I was like, that's pretty cute. As silly as it is, you know? But you know, it was, and I had a nice conversation. I got to hang out with Stuart Sager at his table for a few minutes. I have a couple of pieces I've gotten from him years and years ago, and I showed them to him, and he was like, "Wow, it's really cool to see the pieces that see those pieces and know you still have them." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I have no intention of ever selling any of my art I've collected." And it was, but as the day went on, it got really, really crowded. To the point where you're like shoulder to shoulder, and it's like that's kind of when I was like, let's go get some lunch, and he's like, well, they have food here, it's not that good, but we can go for a walk, and I'm like, let's go. And I looked through, I looked at some comic dealers, and it was mostly dealers I knew. I wasn't really surprised to see anybody. Nobody really blew me away or anything. They had good stuff, but I wasn't really going I mean, in all honesty, I'm buying collections these days, so I'm not really looking for individual books.
Right.
It's just the nature of the beast. And I will from time to time. Which then I came back to home after San Diego. I came back home, and I did see like Brian Polito and some other people at the airport, but I didn't bother them.
Okay.
I came home for a day, and then I flew to Florida for a week, and that was cool. I went to a comic shop I used to go to as a kid, Phil's Comics, which is now managed by a friend of mine, Brian, who does who on Instagram is Take the Time Collectibles, and he posts some really cool books, some really beautiful high grade silver books. And like I saw him, I saw our buddy Cat 60.
Okay.
We went to one of our mutual favorite restaurants in Lake Worth over there, Green Acres where I was, called Mom's. I had some lamb chops, they were so good. And they had I love their New England clam chowder soup, and they happened to have it that day. So I got like my favorite meal there and my favorite soup.
Not much on clam chowder, but dude, love me some lamb chops.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sad. I talked to Kat a couple of weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask him any questions. I know he closed down his store. That he had opened.
I think it's actually still there. It's under a different name.
Okay.
I didn't actually get by there. And it's funny, I was fairly close, but it was at night. They wouldn't have been open.
Okay.
But what's up? What's up, X? How you doing?
Hello, buddy X Collect. How you doing, my friend?
Haven't seen you in forever, man. Good to see you. I hope you're good. What was I saying? Yeah, no, like he seemed good. He just like was like he just like he said he couldn't move, doesn't want to, the long boxes are just too much.
Oh yeah, it's too much. Yeah, yeah.
I get it.
I agree, it's too much.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I mean he was good. It was good to see him. We had a good meal. I bought him his books that he got on the auction from us that night, that he bought for me on
Okay.
that Friday night. His $5 pulls and a couple of slab pulls. It's good to just visit and connect with an old buddy.
I agree. I
Um,
agree. Well, cool. Did you
so
pick up anything good or?
yeah, I definitely got some. I got some deliveries while I was gone. The deliveries piled up. We're working to try and get them handled. I did get. This is stuff I got. I got these Clayton Crane turtle books. I don't know. They connect somehow, I think. Maybe not. They sort of look like they do, but these are pretty cool Clayton Cranes. They're like limited to 300.
Oh, those are cool. And you got those in San Diego or?
No, I got these on YouTube on another auction. I was
Oh, okay.
poking around. Let's see. Here's books I got at Phil's. Not much. A couple little ones. I got this Alien Legion #1 because I have two through the run, and I needed a #1.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I picked that up. I got this cool Bernie Wrightson 3D Seduction of the Innocent.
Ooh.
And it has a pair of glasses. I got this Adam Hughes Ghost comic. Girl with Uzis by Adam Hughes. Can't go wrong there. Plus, it's got a Nard Adams back cover. So it's like winner, chicken dinner. And then I got these two issues because how do you pass up a Red Hulk, Green Hulk connecting cover? Ed McGuinness fight, right?
Well, I think the answer is you can't. So, yeah, I had the Red Hulk side of that. I just sold it. Yes, I was very happy with that little drop because I sold my 1 through 10 of Red Hulk for a nice bit of change. So I was very happy.
And then here's some cool books I got in. I got to rebag and board these, so got some Marvel Feature 3, The Defenders 1.
Oh, nice.
Second print, Superman 75. I don't know if that really measures up to the rest of these books, but Secret Wars 8 and FF 45. I think that's either the first or an early Inhumans.
That might be the first appearance of Inhumans.
Yeah.
I mean, I think some of them showed up before, like Medusa or something like that. But yeah,
Gotcha. Classic Eric Larson cover. Some more good Larson Venom covers. Then let's see, we got a little McFarlane goodness. I mean, this is stuff you've seen, but it's always nice to get because
it's always good filler stuff. People are always looking for that stuff.
Spider-Man one. Everybody loves that cover.
I do. That should be $100 book.
It is a dope Chris Vest cover. Oh, Doomsday second print, and then this is nice to get both of these in, and the Secret Wars. Got the ASM 252, the newsstand, and then the Marvel Team Up 141, which is kind of rough, but we'll work with it. And then I did pick up a collection in Florida of about 2.5 long boxes. And this is one of those situations where I put my clothes in a box and ship it back and pack the suitcases with as many comics as I can. But you want to see some?
Well, you know the trick is just to pack white T-shirts, and then you can like throw them away, and then you'll have more room in your bag.
But you can't just wear white T-shirts. Look at that.
Of course you do. Look at that.
$1 general merchandise.
You did, but you didn't pick it up for $1.
No, I bought this in a collection.
Oh, okay.
This is all from X-Men 4, Secret Wars 1, 450. Wolverine, #1 ongoing. And these books are all in pretty
good staples, yeah.
Pretty nice shape. ASM 316.
Yeah, great cover.
301. The Fantabulous Nutshot.
There you go.
328. 317. That's some good Spidey stuff. Now we're going to do some retro 80s stuff.
There you go.
The 3 issues. Now, these bags are so old, they're kind of sticky. But I got a 3-issue DC Masters of the Universe.
Nice. You see the #1 a lot. You don't see #2 and 3 too much.
3, right? That's why I say it's a complete.
Yeah, 2 and 3 are hard to find.
It's a complete set, which is cool. And then we got a 3rd print in pretty nice shape.
Oh, of the silent issue.
Yeah, and a 3rd print I think is a pretty solid book.
It's definitely a hard one.
And then you got Star Comics Masters of the Universe one.
Nice.
And I pretty got a good chunk of this run in. The one cover where all that stuff is splooging down on He-Man.
Again, you see the #1s, but the rest of the issues are so hard to find sometimes.
They were, low print runs.
They are low print runs.
Nice first print Killing Joke.
There you
go. Couple more of these Larson, nice Larson Amazing Spider-Man issues.
Yeah.
Venom, they're always popular. Classic Todd McFarlane Hulk, cover 344. And then, sometimes you just find stuff that makes you happy. A random Conan the Barbarian 247. Beautiful Art Adams cover.
Yeah. I was about to say, love the cover.
You can tell his girls all have a certain look. Long legs.
His Conan looks amazing. Conan looks amazing.
He nails stuff. It looks just like you think the character should look.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like he has just a very iconic style. That's, I think, why I like it so much. But who knows? Sometimes stuff just appeals to us. I mean, I've honestly, Shelby, I've gotten so much stuff in. I have like boxes and boxes, probably a dozen or so boxes to unpack in the other room because I was gone for a whole week and a lot of stuff came in. It was like it all waited for that week I was gone to come in. It's funny how that works, right? MacGyver's law.
Exactly.
Law, I don't know. But yeah, so what happened to my older house? Art's welcome to jump on anytime he wants. we used to do some fun streams on when I did Teachers Lounge with
I
Mind
didn't know who he's talking about. He's talking about
He must be Mind Chips joined us on this show.
if he was talking about
Hey,
Mind or not.
yeah, I think so. But I'm always down to do Teachers Lounge whenever
Oh, he's been on here, and we need to get him back
and I'm
on.
just saying, it's not. It could be on any day.
He probably got tired. He probably doesn't want to after me talking his ear off about pressing and cleaning.
No,
So,
I think who knows. But no, yeah, and it was a good way to end the summer. I mean, it was nice. The signing was great. We had a lot of fun. I ordered way too much pizza, but I sent them out with 2 pies. Joni and her husband sent them out with 2 pies. Pretty much, if you were here, you took a pizza pie with you. But the signing, San Diego Comic-Con was a great experience. I'm glad I went. I still would say I personally like the smaller regional shows, just because I just like that venue better.
Yeah, for
all
sure.
that other stuff, it's cool to see all the spectacles and stuff, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Right.
So I just rather see a gymnasium or something filled with comic book dealers.
Yeah.
And just spend the day going through boxes and looking at
Yeah.
the displays and
Yeah, that's why San Diego Comic Con is not on my bucket list anymore. Because just for that reason, I much rather go to like New York Comic Con or Big Apple Con or something like that.
The best con I've had.
Plus I got several people in New York told me I could stay with them. So
that's cool. No, well, the thing of it is, honestly, I got the opportunity to go. I flew in for the day, so.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got a free ticket and stuff, man.
It was
Yeah,
low
dude.
cost. It wasn't much to get me there. And honestly, I didn't spend a ton of money there. I bought that stack of trades, and I bought the sketchbook.
Yeah. No, you got to experience it, dude.
And it was a great experience. And I hung out with a buddy all day, and we had a good lunch. And got to see a little bit of San Diego, and there was a pirate ship on the wharf. It was pretty crazy. But got home Tuesday at about 1 a.m. Flight was delayed. Then there was a dude who was getting sick on the plane, and they took him off. And then they had to disinfect, and that took a couple hours. But finally, I got home Tuesday morning. No, Wednesday morning, about 1 a.m, and reported for school at 7:15.
Wow, what a trooper!
Last 2 days have been at school, back to the school schedule, and loving every minute of it.
Has school officially started? Like the semester started?
We're in like preschool where the teachers
are preschool. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
that's to the end of this week, and it school officially the first day for students is Monday.
Oh wow, that's soon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Well, I've been doing a bunch of auctions over on my eBay store, so I'm trying to get. So I'll plug the old eBay store real quick. But yeah, go check out my eBay store. I've got a ton of stuff up there right now, a bunch of inventory. I'm doing several auctions right now. All this stuff here, I think, is auctions. Let me scroll down to the bottom. But yeah, if we look at auctions, I've got 52 auction items right now that got some great stuff here. A bunch of variant covers, some pops. I've sold the hell out of some pops the past 2 weeks. Even some action figures. If you're not into that, of course, you can go into my regular store and there's a Wolverine #1, like Todd just showed, but also got some nice Silver Age. Got a Strange Tales 125 there. Teen Titans #6. We also got some exclusives. Got a G.I. Joe Direct Edition. Direct Editions are harder to find than newsstands. Again, got some Comic Cons. Got a complete set of America 1 through 12 plus 3 variants. Got some gold
so fast?
Age.
Why are you so fast past Conan?
Where's Conan? There's Conan. One of those big.
Damn it! I have 2 of those, but I still kind of want that one.
This is a clean copy too. Look at how clean that
$20
copy is.
Do you owe me money?
No, you owe me about 120 right now, I think.
Are you sure?
It's around 100.
I owe you?
Yeah. For those did that show up?
Well, I mean, we don't have to talk about it right now. It's no big deal.
No. Did that show up with me sharing? Hold on.
I was seeing your eBay.
Oh no, I was trying to see if I can do the whole. I'll just do the whole window. Hold on. All right. Oh, Infinity.
Whoa. Cool. Whoa. There we go.
All right. Is that it? You can see my eBay store?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a clean copy.
Nice. Well, I'm definitely interested. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. A lot of White Widow variants I've had on my PC for a while. This you don't see too often. This Vengeance of Moon Knight #1 variant. Geist cover. But a few things from my PC, like the White Widows. I mean, I enjoyed them and stuff, but just time to move them things on. So this is a real cool one. This is a Campbell Stan Lee cover. But it's got like all the villains and stuff.
Nice. MODOK,
Galactus,
Kingpin, Loki, Leader, Kang,
Magneto, Dormammu, MODOK. Yeah, J. Scott Campbell cover. So yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, I'll be posting a few things. Big Moon Girl Daredevil lot. Anybody's interested in that? Almost a complete run. It's missing about 6 issues. You do not see this book very often, not with Berserker. So this Grassetti variant.
Grassetti. That's cool. They're doing an animated Berserker, aren't they?
I'm not sure what they're doing with if it's live action or animated.
Both.
They announced it.
Look at that.
But
Treasury.
Yeah, so go check that out, please. So what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm doing auctions.
Howard the Duck Treasury. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Howard the Duck Treasury. These are some duplicates, but these are really high. A little bit of boxing, but not any major dents, tears, things like that, which is what you usually see with these books. It's nice and flat. And what I love is the back cover is them from behind.
Yeah.
And the front cover is them coming at you. The back cover
I've
is them from
behind. I've seen that done on other books.
It says, "Get down, America."
Howard was he was a sharp dude.
It's got a patch on the Hulk's ass. Get
Get
down,
down,
America.
America. Get down on the Hulk's tuchus.
Yeah, great cover. Great cover. But yeah, so I am doing several auctions, a couple of auctions a week, because I am trying to get money together to go to the Collector Summit. So I already got my ticket. There's a big boy event. It's going to be held at Heritage there in Dallas.
Nice.
They open up their big area there, and they just put out tables. There's not really any comic vendors. You just come and set up. You know, you just want to come, trade, do whatever. You just
That's
come,
cool.
grab a table, and bring your boxes of books and get at it. So it'll be really cool. I just talked to Renee at Worldwide. They're really happy to be there. They were at San Diego. Um, I talked to Conan, Buddy Saunders' son, at Lone Star, and to set me up a special chance to come over to their shop and or warehouse, I should say, and take a look at some Golden Age books that they have.
Nice.
So a little private viewing. But yeah, it's going to be Friday and Saturday. Only Golden and Silver Age allowed.
Very cool.
So yeah, nothing but big boy stuff. And tickets I think are $125. If I remember right. Yeah, $125. So yeah, a few tickets left. But yeah, that's what I'm saving my money for is that. So I had a pretty good auction this past week. Selling those Hulks helped a lot. But yeah, so help support a brother. Help support a brother in his comic endeavors.
I'm trying to.
All right. Well, I'll show a little bit of what I've gotten in the past couple of weeks. I actually won a Lone Star auction. And got this 30-cent variant of Fantastic Four.
Nice.
I didn't even pay attention that it was like a CGC book. Won it for only like $30, dude. Do you believe that?
Yeah, it's a cool Galactus cover. But like,
Cool Galactus cover,
the
7.5
30-cent variant, that's pretty crazy. That's a good deal. You got a good deal there, man.
Great deal. Great deal.
Yeah.
Along with that, I picked up, let's see. What was the other one I got in that auction? I am not sure. So we're just going to. It might have been this book, which I've been wanting this one for a while.
Oh, that's funny. He erases them.
Yeah, the Captain Marvel erase cover. I've been looking for a nice one of these. Oh, no, I remember what it was. Oh, I know what it was. And I don't know where that book is at, but it's the Lois Lane where she turns black.
Oh.
That one. And then I picked up a
That's one.
Yeah, I've been wanting it for the collection for a while. I've been wanting it before it got hot, like over the past year or so. So I paid up for it. I paid about $200. And then I bought a Justice League number 10 with them on the fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That is just a creepy cover to me, and I've always wanted it,
Yeah.
and I picked it up at a good price. So,
Nice.
but I did get this from Lone Star. I've been wanting this copy particularly because I love the race and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
that's a
Captain
cool.
Marvel number 97, really nice grade.
That's a
Really have to
great
get
grab.
that. Yeah, it's a cool book.
Congratulations, Shelby. That's between that and the 30 cent. Those are two awesome books right there.
Yeah, I don't know where that Justice League and
Yeah, it happens.
where Lois Lane is.
I can
The
understand.
room is actually a little bit cleaner. I don't know if you can
It looks
tell.
fair. Look, it looks fairly organized.
I got some shelves back here now, and so I used to have all the stacks of books behind me. Remember?
It looks fairly
Now
organized.
they're on shelves now, so things are moved back a little bit, and I got a little bit of floor space now. So it is getting better, but and I know that looks like a lot of packing material, but all that packing material will be gone in about 2 weeks, with the shipments and stuff. This is a wartime golden age book that I've always wanted, and I was really happy to find it. Blue Bolt with the Liberty Bell
Yeah,
cover.
that's pretty cool. Very bold.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Is that like a painted? Is that like a painted bell, or is that like a?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Cool. That
But
freedom.
these wartime patriotic books, are just so great. And I've been trying to pick up more of these when I find them at good prices, of course.
Find them at a good price.
I got to show a little love to my huh?
You got to grab those books when you find them for.
Say it again. I think you got a slight delay.
I said, whenever you find those golden age books
sure.
at a decent price, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Oh, no brainer. I had to show my 1960s gold key collection a little bit of love, so
I got that book.
Found this,
Mr. and Mrs. J.
Yeah, I love this book.
Yeah, it's a cool book. I got that exact book.
I love these Hanna-Barbera gold keys. They're great.
I have a couple of books with those characters. I looked at them like, oh, that's awesome. Well, I like the archetype of the short, portly guy with the tall, beautiful girl. Something there.
I love the art style. I love the art style. The art style is so 1960s. I mean, it's so great.
Well, it looks like every cartoon I watched as a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
They could fit into any, they could pop into the Flintstones or the Jetsons. They work in the past or the future. It would make perfect sense.
Exactly. Now, I'm not sure if this was prior to like your, I don't know, Morticia and Gomez, type of thing.
I feel like
this
is I would guess that's probably after the Addams Family.
Yeah, I would too.
Because the Addams Family. I'm curious now. I'll check.
This is, I don't know what the date of this is. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about Bonnet Books, which is a book dealer, the oldest book dealer in the U.S. In Dayton, Ohio.
Dude, the Addams Family goes. Sorry. The Addams Family goes back to 1938.
Oh, wow!
In the New Yorker magazine.
Wow. Okay. But yeah, we talked about.
It looks like a little bottle of soda. You look like you were drinking a tiny bottle of soda.
Oh, tiny bottle, yeah.
And then the cat looks giant.
And then the cat.
It's like a Twilight
Zone. So we talked about Bonnet Books a couple of weeks ago. I found one at Dallas Fan Expo, and I ended up finding 2 more. Jack.
Good timing, Cat.
But it's got the bonnet stamp on it. So this is Captain Marvel number 46.
Could the cat take a less in front of the camera out? Is it possible?
I know, right?
I don't even think it's possible. Look at him just chilling. I'm just looking at the cat. I can't even look at the comic. It's an awesome comic, but the cat's just like perched on the comic box.
Well, that's why I set this up, is because he will perch over there versus getting over here. So
what's the next move? I can't jump to the back. It looks a little shifty.
No, he can't do that.
Shelby might move if I jump.
See him out the light, though. You see him out the light. No, don't go up to the light.
Go for the light. Go to the light. Don't go to the light. Fight the light. Fight it. Fight it. Stay with us.
He sees the.
Yeah. Wait, follow the cat. The Adventures of the Cat. Is the cat self-aware? Does he know we're watching it? No, he's licking it.
He seems to always know when the camera's on.
Yeah.
So, there's a light. There is a small petition started over on my YouTube channel that people say I should start a Jack channel.
You should.
But I know that he would get higher views than me, so
your ego couldn't handle that, huh?
No.
You know he's gonna come on. People are actually gonna watch Jack the Cat. They don't watch us. Come on. We have like 3 viewers.
You know what? Watch a couple cat guys.
No, yeah.
All right. So anyway, yes. So I picked up a couple more bonnet books. Okay. Look at that cover. Is that too cool?
Beating up a clown.
Yeah, Captain Marvel beating up a clown.
I want to see what Jack does next.
Jack's not gonna do anything.
He's licking himself again.
Yeah. But yeah, it's happy to pick up these bonnet books.
It kind of looks like Garfield. I watched the Garfield movie. It was pretty good.
Oh, I want to watch that.
I recommend
this
it.
ended up being a duplicate for me, so I got it in a lot. But all right, now
you're buying lots of Golden Age Captain Marvel books. Wow.
All right, now the big boys, the big boys.
That's what Jack says.
Oh,
Jack
so these are pedigree copies. These are Crowley file copies. So Crowley was
pedigree. I mean, Joey asked me what pedigree means. You want to explain it? Maybe.
Yeah, pedigree basically is the rules are usually a substantially large collection from one owner in high grade. So like the Mile High collection, or what's really known as the Edgar Church collection, is a pedigree. It's a known set of books that number in the thousands that are in high grade from a single collector. And there's probably about, probably 40 or so pedigrees. The latest pedigree to come to market earlier this year was called the Promise pedigree, which was 2 brothers that collected when they were kids. And they made a promise to each other that the other one would get the books or something like that when the other brother died. So that's why it's called the Promise pedigree. But this is the Crowley pedigree. So Crowley was an editor for Fawcett, and every issue that was published, he would get 2 to 3 copies. It would be stamped, and he kept.
Nice.
So the first one is this really nice.
That had to be quite a collection.
Yeah, it is. And they're all in high grade. They're all like 8.0, 8.5, 9.0. All of these are between 8.5 and 9.0. So this is Wiz Comics number 95. And you see the stamp here that says checked in copy, advanced makeup department. So this is around a 9.0 copy. So really great 1940s, of course, Wiz Comics, Crowley pedigree. The second is this beautiful Captain Marvel Jr. number 35. This is the first appearance of Sylvanus Jr.
Oh, nice. I like Captain Marvel Jr.'s costume. I don't know. Something about the blue with the red cape.
Yeah. And you can see the stamp there.
I'd love to see a teammate between him and Kid Flash. You know, classic Kid Flash, Silver Age Kid Flash.
Yeah. But yeah, Captain Marvel battles a new villain, Sylvana Jr. So first appearance is Sylvana Jr. Crowley file copy. And you will love this cover. This is a file copy, but check out this cover.
Oh wow, look at that. That inspired Elementals. The original Dolphin Rider.
Yeah. So Captain Marvel Jr. riding a swordfish.
That's more like a swordfish or a marlin.
It's a swordfish, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
But it's just a beautiful. I mean, look at the artwork on that.
No, it's just the way the lines, the quality of the lines and the flow.
It's amazing.
And the minimal amount of lines and how beautiful.
Yeah, the minimal amount, exactly.
The economy of line. There's not a million marks. It's not over rendered. It's just drawn to like a certain perfection.
Yeah.
It has a smoothness and a cleanness to it that.
Yeah, the way his legs are kind of almost crossed. The clouds.
Well, they are, and you know what is amazing if you really understand the anatomy. You see how like the thigh of his right leg is kind of coming towards us, and then the shin is going back, and that's how your legs work, and they kind of scissor. Whoops. But you know, it's a cool. It's a really cool
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing cover. Amazing cover. I cannot think of the artist right now off the top of my head, but yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So
nice.
Very happy to get these. I'll probably do a little minor cleaning and stuff on these and send them off and get them graded. So, but yeah, definitely I used some of the money I'd been saving for the collector's summit to pick those up.
What happened?
I had to start back over on my bankroll.
Yeah, man, that's like what it is. You build it up, you wear it down. You build it back up, you wear it down.
Well, and what I really love is, you know, I mean, yeah, is moving on a lot of these modern things, you know, to make room for these older.
Yeah, books. I see that. I can see that. And it makes sense. And you know, you only have so much space and you only have so much time and resources. So you got to kind of make your priorities and focus.
Yeah. So
I'm starting to morph a little bit and change how what I collect. I mean, I really am, because like now I'm just picking. I'm really just being uber picky and just picking certain books that come in, and even letting some amazing books go. But that's part of the. I gotta be willing to do that, you know.
Well, we talked about that, you know. you
I
know,
think
the
that's part of
evolving, you
your
know,
evolution as a collector.
exactly. So, but anyway, yeah, so that is about it for me. What about you, Mr. Todd?
Yeah, no, I mean, I promise I'll have some more stuff to share next week. I haven't gotten I'm just unpacking and unloading and boxes and boxes of books, and it's just my cup runneth over.
Yeah. Well, next week we will have some comic news. I want to talk about we got a new grader coming up in the market,
Yep, yep,
PSA.
yep. Set
So
for
I'm real
first rating
excited
in
about that.
2025.
Yeah. So you can check out uh um collectorcomics.com. If you check out his YouTube channel, his dad is actually the head of the new comic book department for PSA. And they did about a 2-hour interview of the way he was planning on setting up the entire department. He had worked for CGC. He and Matt Nelson were partners at one time in their restoration company. They split off. He went to work for CBCS and has been with CBCS for a long time. And now he is building and going to run the comic book department for PSA. And I apologize that I cannot remember the man's name, but he goes through a lot of what PSA already does. Two things that stand out to me is there is the PSA Vault, which is run in conjunction with eBay. So you send in something, you get it graded, save yourself the shipping time and all that stuff. Tell them to put it in the vault, and they do it for free. And then through eBay, you can sell it and it automatically gets shipped because the PSA Vault is partnered with eBay.
Interesting.
So it's a very convenient way to manage. If you're wanting to sell graded products, whether it's cards or coins or comic books, you send it in, get the grades, list on eBay, and then they handle all the shipping and all that stuff. And there's a small fee involved once the item leaves the vault. But yeah, it's a really great deal. Second is they are going to take pictures of books when they arrive. They do that already with cards. So whenever your box gets to PSA, they open it up, they pull it out, and they have a whole camera scanner set up, and they run it across a table, and they take pictures of what the item was like from the package. So, how many times with CGC we've said, wait a minute, I don't remember that tick being there or that crease being there or something like that. You have a trail, an image trail of what the book looked like when they got it in their office. And so if the book, does incur some damage that you didn't think was there before, then they can look back at the photo and say, well, no, that damage was already there, or it wasn't, therefore it was their fault, and they can reimburse you in some way in order to make their mistake right. So it protects you and them in a way, and it builds trust between the client and the company and the grading company, which I think is so great and important, and one of the big flaws right now with CGC and CBCS. So I really liked. So those were the couple of the things that stood out to me in the interview. But I really like what the guy is planning. I think their cases are going to be superior. You know, they've been doing casing of cards and things like that for many, many years, and they seem to have a lot of experience in creating a case that is resilient. So it actually has a 6-foot drop test. Now, that doesn't mean the case isn't going to break, but the case is designed in such a way, if it was dropped from 6 foot, that it will not damage the property inside.
Well, that's cool.
So they actually have some video where, you know, if you drop a CGC case, for example, when the book impacts, it will actually crease the bottom of the book due to the impact, and you don't see that. And it's a way the case is designed in order to displace that energy, right? You're a teacher,
Yeah,
so you understand about displacement of energy when a movable object hits an immovable object, you know, that energy of the fall has transferred somewhere, and it's transferred through the case and not the book itself. So I think that's great. It's also very tamper proof. Again, you know, cards, you know, have a high, I won't say possibility, but there's been a lot more tampering, right, in the card market.
It's
over the years than there has been the comic book market.
Well, let's be honest,
they've learned a lot from that market.
From just a objective point of view, a card is much simpler than a comic book. There's less parts to it. There's, you know, nothing moves on a card. You turn pages in a comic book. A card is one piece of card with some ink on it. Comics have pages and staples and covers and interiors and
exactly. Lot easier to forge a card than it is a comic book, right? So, but go check that out. It's about a 2.5 hour interview, but it's very educational and interesting in, you know, what this gentleman is going to try to do with the PSA company in terms of comic grading. So yeah, I think it's great. But yeah, and that should be happening by the end of the year. John Byrne, hey, first negative space variant.
Yeah, that's it. That's the book. What's the book?
It's Wolverine 1.
Wolverine 1. Neil asked me that question one day. He goes, "What's the first negative space?" And I answered him, and he was like,
all right. Well, it is about an hour, so we're going to call it there, everyone. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. If you catch us on the rewind, I'm going to drop some details down below, of course, if you want to buy some of those Joni Brazos books from Todd, signed, of course, or any of the books that he's showing off now or showed off in the video. Be sure and go check out my eBay store. Help a brother out, buy a few books. Hey, hit me up on IG. If you see something you want, hit me up or Todd up. We're always happy to make deals and support the comic book community. Okay, we're not trying to get rich. We're just trying to support our habit a little bit and enjoy ourselves in the meantime. Hey, don't forget to drop a big like if you enjoyed seeing Jack over here. Every like gets him an extra treat. Every sub gets him some wet food for the week, and we really appreciate it. But with that, I'm saying peace, love, and comics. Bye. Say bye, Todd.
Bye bye, everybody.
There you go.
I waved.
Yeah.